Welcome to The Human Condition. This is our show where we explore every aspect of what it means to be human. Food, medicine, sleep, finance, justice. It's a cultural exploration of what it means to be alive and to be thriving. It's also an exploration of what it means to be suffering. As a person suffers through life or enjoys their way through life, there are ways to make things better, no matter where you are on the scale, from suffering terribly and nearly dying to thriving and being fantastically fulfilled. There is a way to get better on every step of that ladder. So we explore and interview people that are movers and shakers in this realm. That means chefs, that means manufacturers and inventors, doctors, therapists, healers, and patients, people who've been healed, people who have been sick and suffering and who have gotten better, people who are already high achievers and have achieved even more. These are inspirational stories and individuals who will keep you going and light your fire if you've lost it. We have another playlist called You Need to Know. It's a very short section of individual segments that are between 8 and 12 minutes long that are designed to be quickly searchable answers for your questions. Like, for example, you're in the health food store and you don't know what kind of zinc to buy. Or you're trying to understand what multi-mineral formula you should use to help your body understand and utilize its B vitamins. You might want to know the differences between various grains and glutens, and what is a lectin. We'll explain those kinds of things in very short, easy to digest pieces. If you need to know more information, we've got that for you as well. That's over in larger segments that are podcasts and YouTube segments that are longer. Those may be an hour or longer that involve interviews, lengthy discussions, explanations, and even diagrams, drawings, and animations in some cases to explain concepts of food chemistry and biochemistry, physiology, blood flow, neurology, and in some cases, we'll even go into medical procedures and how they work. We'll talk about imaging. We'll talk about blood tests and lab tests. We'll talk about what an examination should comprise. The art of physical examination has been lost, and the art of history taking has been lost in many opinions, including mine. I think that doctors aren't doing enough physical examination. They're not doing enough history taking. And in fact, textbooks tell us that 90% of diagnosis comes from history taking. That means not just looking at the answers to questions that are written down on a form, but asking intelligent questions and really sleuthing your way through a case history and figuring out what questions are important to ask. Because if you don't ask those questions, you can't elicit the right answers from the patient. While this does not establish a doctor-patient relationship, it does establish some important educational principles and concepts and foundations for you. Some of these things will be referenced and some of them won't. Some of them involve books that are out of print and have been out of print for decades, and some of them involve traditions that are thousands of years old. I'll use experts whenever I can, and we've got some amazing stories for you.